Hello, everyone, and welcome to this midweek message here on January 25th. A couple of announcements sorry, I haven't introduced myself. I'm Pastor Aaron Holmgren, and this is a video for the Salem Lutheran Church community here in West St. Paul. So if you're catching this, welcome to the community. A couple of announcements. We have our normal Bible studies and Wednesday morning prayer service as always. Adult forums after worship, all that's going on. Camp WAPO has opened up early registration. We have 2 spots available for kids at Salem. If you get waitlisted, it means that those 2 slots have been taken. But please let us know if you want to sign up your any youth in your family to go to Camp WAPO this summer. We have a congregational bowling event happening this Sunday at Concord Lanes, and it's going to be from 3:30 to 6. And so we've booked the lanes. All you are required to get is the bowling shoes. So that's the one fee that Salem will not cover. But beyond that, just come and have a fun time bowling. I haven't bowled in a couple years, so I'm sure you'll beat me. Um, let's see here. Loaves and Fishes is tomorrow, Thursday afternoon from 4 to 6 at St. Matthew's up on Hall Avenue. So whether or not you've been there before, it is a great experience, and uh, will put you to work. They'll put you to work. I'm one of the worker bees in that situation. I show up, I get my hairnet and my apron, some gloves, and then they point you at a job, and it's as simple as that. So, if you want to participate in Loaves and Fishes, tomorrow is a chance to do that. We also have our biggest thing going on is our annual meeting that's happening this Sunday after worship. It's a time, like Jack said last week at the special meeting, it's a time of celebration of the work that we've done and the work that we're going to do in the future. So there's time for acknowledgement, but there's also time to get down to the nitty gritty business of the church. And so, with that in mind, this will be coming out to you today. This is our annual report. The cover is provided by our area synod, and it also includes the opening liturgy and the churchwide bishop's proclamation. Alongside, we got a song, and we have our bishops. This St. Paul Area Synod's Bishop Patricia Lowell is her reports in here, and then all the reports of the different committees. I want to point out one of them is this Riverside Innovation Hub, submitted by one of our members, and it has an awesome TLDR, which means too long didn't read, summary of what this really amazing initiative is. It's probably the largest report in here, but it has a lot to think about as we participate in this innovation hub. So I hope that it isn't too long and you did read, but if it's intimidating for you, you have your summary right here, and hopefully that spurs you to go back and read more. Like I said, reports from all of our different committees and groups in the community. There's a lot going on here. In the back, there's the statements as far as budget goes, our balances at the end of the year, and what is being proposed for this coming year. And just keep in mind that you'll see we are proposing a deficit. I want to knock that out, acknowledge it straight up front. And the finance team is not worried about this. We have had great stewardship in the past couple years. This is a conservative estimate on income and a healthy estimate on expenses. And so we're not too worried, and we have plenty in the reserves from the amazing stewardship that has happened in the past. So that's to keep that in mind for our discussion on the budget if we need to discuss it. But all of that is in the report, and I encourage you, as it will be coming out today, please take the time to read it. Reach out if you have questions or concerns. If you want to clarify things, you probably aren't the only one with that in mind. And asking those questions ahead of the meeting also helps you come in more informed. Knowledge is power, and when you come into a meeting without that knowledge, we can tend to get defensive or put up walls. So ask questions. There's not a bad question, and hopefully, you can walk away with an answer that helps you make informed decisions when it comes to the meeting. I'm expecting this to go really smoothly as it did last year, and so hopefully you have the time to read those reports. And again, ask questions before the meeting, and that way we can streamline the business part of things and spend more time on the celebration and the looking forward. The big three things in the meeting is the approval of the ratification of the constitutional changes, which we had our meeting on last week, so that should go smoothly. Approval of the budget, and election of new council and committee members. So those are the three business items, and like I said, hopefully it can go just lickety-split, and we can spend more time on the celebration part of things. With all that in mind, I wanted to talk about something to keep in mind, and this is kind of my reflection for today. A while ago, I took the addresses that we had of congregation members, and I threw it into a Google Doc, and I created this little picture that I have on my bulletin board in the office, and it has all of our member households surrounding kind of where the church is. And this is a helpful reminder for me. It's a visual for me to remember that this is the church. The church is not just the building in the center of these dots, but every single one of these dots is the Church of Salem Lutheran, and a representation of the larger universal church in the body of Christ. So I also love that I noticed that this morning the Minnesota Zoo made it onto this Google map for some reason. And I love that because it reminds us that we are a part of God's good creation, all creatures, big and small. But with that in mind, as we consider the business of the church, when we talk about committees and councils and decisions and tasks, we're talking about the work of people. Not just people, but your friends, your neighbors, your family, members of the body of Christ, siblings together, neighbors. And so it's work that we do together when we talk about budget, when we talk about elections and brainstorming and constitutions and covenants. All of this has to do with the body of Christ, people, you and your neighbor. And so when we look at this work as the work of people together, I get really excited because this is a hefty document. We've done a lot of work, and I'm really excited about the work that we can do for the glory of God and the good of the neighbor in our 2024. So with all that in mind, I look forward to seeing you at the annual meeting if you are a voting member of Salem. If you are not a voting member, I look forward to seeing you in worship, in volunteer experiences, and just around the neighborhood. If you ever run into me, feel free to say hi. Otherwise, blessings on your day.